It all started when I bought a used phone on eBay. It was an iPhone 11 in perfect condition, incredibly cheap. I should have been suspicious. The first night at 3:47 a.m., I received a text from an unknown number. "Why do you have my phone?" I ignored it, thinking it was the previous owner. But then another came. "I can see you sleeping." I sat up immediately. I checked all the windows, locked. Curtains drawn. I replied, "Who are you?" The response was instant. "Check the photos." With trembling hands, I opened the gallery. There were hundreds of photos I hadn't taken. All of them were of me, sleeping, eating, in the shower, all dated from the day I bought the phone. The most recent one was from 30 seconds ago. Me, in my bed, holding the phone, with that terrified expression. But that wasn't the worst part. In the reflection of my eyes in the photo, you could clearly see a figure standing right behind me. The phone vibrated again. "Don't turn around." I felt breathing on the back of my neck. The smell of dampness and dirt. Every instinct screamed at me to run, but I was paralyzed. Another message. The previous owner didn't listen either. They found his body 3 days later. Slowly, very slowly, I began to turn my head. The last thing I saw before the screen went black were two white eyes without pupils, inches from my face. They never found my body. But they say my phone showed up on eBay again at an incredibly cheap price. I found the laptop at a pawn shop for $200. A MacBook Pro that should have cost over $1,000. The guy seemed desperate to sell it. "Estate sale," he muttered. "Owner died." Should have walked away, but the price was too good. When I got home and opened it, there was no password. Just one folder on the desktop labeled WAPCH-Me. I clicked it. Inside was a single video file dated 3 weeks ago. I hit play. A guy about my age appeared on screen, sitting in front of the same laptop. He looked absolutely terrified. "If you're watching this, you bought my laptop. I'm so sorry. I tried to destroy it, but it keeps coming back. Check your webcam right now." I looked up at the laptop camera. The small green light was on. I hadn't turned it on. My blood ran cold. "It watches you," the guy in the video continued. "It learns everything about you, your schedule, your habits, your fears. And after exactly 7 days, it comes for you." The video suddenly cut to static, then resumed. The guy was screaming now, staring in horror at something off camera. His screams were cut short. Then the angle shifted, like someone had picked up the laptop. For just a moment, I saw what was holding it. Pale, skeletal fingers with too many joints. They weren't human. The video ended abruptly. My screen went completely black. Then, without me touching anything, my webcam application opened by itself. I was staring at my own face, frozen in terror. A new video file appeared on the desktop. The name made my stomach drop. Day 1 of 7. I slammed the laptop shut and threw it in my closet, locking the door. That was 6 days ago. I've tried to ignore it, pretend it wasn't real. But tonight, at exactly 3:47 a.m., I woke up to the sound of my closet door slowly creaking open. The green light of the webcam was glowing in the darkness. And then I heard them. Footsteps, slow and deliberate, coming closer to my bed. Tomorrow, someone will find a laptop at a pawn shop. It'll be incredibly cheap. I bought the smartwatch from a garage sale for $20. An Apple Watch Series 8, barely a scratch on it. The old woman selling it looked relieved when I handed her the cash. "My son's," she whispered. "He doesn't need it anymore." I synced it that evening. Everything worked perfectly until that first night. I woke up at 3:47 a.m. to a notification. "You walked 847 steps while sleeping?" Impossible. I'd been in bed all night. The next morning, I checked the data. According to the watch, I'd gotten up at 3:47 a.m. and walked around for 15 minutes. I had no memory of it. I set up my phone to record my bedroom. The second night, same thing. "You walked 1,203 steps while sleeping." I checked the recording. I hadn't moved from my bed, but the watch showed my heart rate spiking to 180 BPM at 3:47 a.m. like I was running for my life. On the third night, everything changed. At 3:47 a.m., a new notification. Second heartbeat detected. I was alone. The watch showed two heart rates. Mine at 95 BPM. Another at 43 BPM, right next to me. I turned on my lamp. Nobody there. But that second heartbeat kept moving closer. The room went ice cold. I could see my breath. Then another message. He's standing behind you. I spun around. Nothing. But when I looked at my watch, the camera had opened by itself. In the reflection, I saw my terrified face, and behind me, barely visible, a pale figure with hollow eyes. The watch vibrated. Heart rate, 0 BPM. Time of death, 3:47 a.m. It wasn't showing my heart rate. It was showing his, the previous owner's. My bedroom door slammed shut. One final message appeared, owner number 3. Day 3 of 3, welcome. The lights went out. In the darkness, I felt cold fingers wrap around my wrist, right where the watch was. Next week, my watch appeared at another garage sale. My mother sold it for $20, her eyes red from crying. And someone else just got the deal of a lifetime.